This may be the most boring vlog ever. Vlog series because I'm trapped in my apartment. Let's do this. Okay, hi everyone, my name is Victoria. I'm an American who is currently living in Bilbao, Spain, and I'm a graduate student at the University of Deusto at the moment and at the University of Malta, and I'm studying international humanitarian action. So it is day 2 of my quarantine here, and I'm just gonna fill you in. First of all, in my video yesterday, which you can find in the description below, or stick around to the end and you can click on it, I showed some people clapping from my balcony, and it was just really interesting because this is why people are doing it. People are doing it because they want to show solidarity for people who are working, like nurses and other first responders who are dealing with this coronavirus crisis, or COVID-19. I really prefer using COVID-19 whenever possible, because if you give something an exact name, if you call it the wrong thing, it gives the wrong thing power, because words are important and they have power whenever you use them. So anyway, I am currently on day 2 of my quarantine, and it's so great that they do that clapping every night. I'm hoping to film some stuff tonight, and I'll toss it in at the end, get everything all edited and all that drama, and we'll see how it goes. So quarantine life is pretty boring. It's been a pretty chill day today. The weather is being Bilbao. I know this doesn't really show it, but it is basically a really miserable rainy day. I guess this is one time for it to be nice to be in rainy Bilbao, because you don't want to go outside. And this is the perfect day to stay inside. Actually, outside my window, if you look over there, that is actually that's all you can see. That is actually like a hospital clinic place. I don't really know exactly because I can't go there because I have private insurance as an American. But yeah, it's nice and miserable out, which makes me happier to be stuck inside. So we'll see what happens throughout the rest of the day. Hint, it's not going to be very much. I haven't had to deal with much of it since I got here a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. But, so basically meaning it's chilly and rainy. Not like Chicago chilly, more like if it was Florida and everybody was this cold, everybody would be complaining and bringing out their winter coats, like around 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which every single one of my friends from home and anywhere around where I grew up is laughing at me right now, because they're like, why are you saying that's so cold? Don't you realize that it gets down below 0 every winter back home in Illinois? This is in Fahrenheit, by the way. I can't remember what it is in Celsius because I'm an American. We don't use Celsius unless you're forcing me to do something. I know that 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, but beyond that, that's about all I got. So we'll see how this goes. Anyway, dealing with this quarantine. So today it doesn't feel like I'm being quarantined. It just feels like I'm having a long weekend of being stuck inside. And I kind of do that anyway on weekends because it's easier and cheaper just to stay home. So one of the things I'm wanting to focus on is like having an idea of every day. So the idea I have for today is gratitude, which is a weird thing to be thinking about now, where it's like, oh man, the world is ending. We're all going to die and be surrounded by stacks and stacks of toilet paper. And as I have my toilet paper tripod going on right in front of my face. So anyway, so we have the toilet paper tripod going, and everybody, it seems like it's easy to lose your humanity when you're afraid. And that's the last thing you should be doing. I mean, it's okay to feel nervous and anxious and to just be really concerned, especially if you don't understand what's happening. Nobody knows what's happening because this is a novel coronavirus that we can't place exactly what's happening with it. I'm not qualified enough to give any active advice on this, but make sure you're doing what you need to do to stay healthy and safe, and work with social distancing, which is what's being advocated all over the place. I know back home in the States, everybody's starting to do social distancing and basically going into quarantine. So I'm like almost every other American right now, going into as much quarantine as I can, even though my quarantine is special because I'm in Spain, which makes me a special snowflake. Anyway, I want to remind everybody that this is for the best to be social distancing, but what you need to do is you may need to make the best out of this experience, because just being grateful for everything you have is one of the most powerful things you can do. Sometimes it's easy to get overwhelmed by all the negatives and hard things in life, but if you act with and live with gratitude in your life and in your heart and everything else, it makes life so much better. Like right now, I could be complaining that I'm stuck in a foreign country where my language abilities are extremely low and poor, and I can't leave my place, and I can't go home to my family if I needed to. I can't do this, I can't do that. And looking at all the negatives, then I'm going to lose my mind and everything's going to be terrible and nobody will want to be around me, even those who are trapped in my apartment with me. So because of that, just being very aware of the narrative you tell yourself is extremely important. Be realistic. Don't be like, everything's going to be all okay and tomorrow the world will be bright and cheerful and amazing. No, it doesn't work like that. That's not how life works. Things get hard. One of my favorite sayings that my mom told me when I was younger was, life sucks, then you die, which is really kind of funny because my mom's not a person like that. She's normally very cheerful and optimistic in regards to things like this. So remember, you're going to have hard things. You're going to have to deal with a lot of drama, but this is a moment where you can have who you are shine through. And if maybe you're not comfortable with who you have been, this is a good time to change. You got plenty of time for self-reflection. So being grateful for the things you have. I'm really grateful that I'm not in my apartment alone. I'm grateful I have 2 roommates that are very kind and I enjoy spending time with. I'm very grateful that I have a kitchen where I can cook up all the things I need. I'm really grateful that I have 2-3 grocery stores within a 2-minute walk that I can go to if I need to get supplies. I am very grateful that I'm near a hospital where if I do get sick, which is extremely unlikely as long as I'm doing my proper social distancing and staying inside and doing what I need to do in order to make the community as a whole more healthy, I'm grateful for that. I'm so grateful for the internet because that means I can call my mom and my friends and other people to check in on them, which is something you should do. Call somebody that you don't normally talk to. Everybody's got a bunch of time on their hands. Don't just send them a text. Call them, have a conversation, spend time with people. I called my best friend Mariah, or one of my best friends, Mariah, yesterday. And normally we both have a lot of things going on and it's hard to catch one another because my schedule doesn't work with her schedule and the time zone difference. We got to sit down and we got to talk for like a long time and have like, not just be like, oh, this is giving the short lowdown. This is what's happening in my life. This is what's happening in your life. I need to walk out the door. Okay, goodbye. No, we actually got to sit and hang out virtually via FaceTime, which was amazing. So spend time with the people you've got with you digitally and otherwise. You have people who can surround you. You can watch a lot of videos on YouTube and other things. Just find something that makes you joyful and makes you feel less alone and do that. Also, what you can do is come up with a project that you want to do. So one of the projects I'm working on is doing this daily vlog of my life in quarantine because I think it's important to not only like have something like to keep me busy, but to have like a record of what everything felt like when this was happening. I'm not scared, I'm not anxious, I'm not nervous, but being prepared and being comfortable and confident in your own skin and taking the proper precautions, that's what's going to make things better. If you keep your head about you and you're calm, cool, and collected, Life is going to be better for everyone. So you need to be grateful. Make a list. Take a piece of paper. Write down 10, 15 things you're grateful for. Take a deep breath. And let all those stresses go away for a second. That doesn't make them disappear. But be grateful. Also, if you're stuck at home with your children, use this as an instance to make memories that they won't forget. Instead of them looking back on, oh, COVID-19 was so terrible. I got trapped in the house and I couldn't do anything for weeks on end. No, make it an adventure. Make it something that they will look back on and be like, man, I really enjoyed spending time with my parents when this was happening. We did all of these cool things. We found some random boxes from different things and we turned them into planes and cars and other things. Don't just spend all your time on a screen. Spend time interacting with other things. Read books. That's an easy thing to do when you have a lot of free time. Find what makes your heart happy and chase after that. So what I've got for today is I basically did a little bit more planning than I did last time for this. So my parody for today is, let's see how this goes. I hope this doesn't screw up. Okay. We're all in this together. You're not alone, even with all the social distance. We're all in this together. So you should know without doubt how to wash your hands. Together, 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 everyone. Together, together. Come on, let's have some fun. That's about all I got for today. That was fun. Keeps life interesting a little bit. Anyway, stay safe, stay healthy, keep your mind about you. And we'll just have to see what happens next. Oh, one other thing I've done today. I've been working on homework. That's an important thing to be doing. If you're not working on your homework and you're a student, this is the time to get everything ahead of time. Get it all done early and you don't have to worry. I got a policy brief. I got a date with my policy brief on my computer that I need to be working on. So that's something to remember. Keep on top of what you need to do. Stay safe, stay healthy, be kind, and help other people in your community. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow.